Hi, folks. Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
Let's go, baby. This is Fan Friday, only on A2D Radio. The first one ever. The first show in A2D history dedicated strictly for the people. It's always about the people, but you hear us a lot. We want to get your takes even more. We want to open up the phone lines. You can call in 484-402-6527. That's how you can get a hold of us the entire show. We got a ton to talk about today. Tom Arnone, Brian Wilson, Ralphie D's the guy you're calling. So if you want to give him shit, give him shit. He's there to get abused today behind the glass as well. We'll go. We got a lot of questions for you. It's not even topics anymore. Now it's just we got tons of questions. Nova will make it to the Sweet 16. Phillies will make it to the playoffs. Flyers will win the Metropolitan. Sixers will win a playoff series. How that's changed. And the main topic, because usually what happens is who's the next Philly team to win a championship. It's so played out, right? Let's talk something bigger into existence. Let's have a dynasty conversation. All right, let's have a little fun with it today. Out of the four major sports, the Flyers have the best chance of being a dynasty. Do you agree or disagree? Now, you got to look at it a ton of different ways. And we're brought to you by our doc, got to make him yours, Dr. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, LLC, Burlington, Cherry Hill, Princeton locations. Find them on the web. SpecializedPhysicalTherapy.com. Listen to me. Don't even start with the poll. We want the family's opinion on it. And again, it's a caller-driven show and a comment-driven show. And you can call in 484-402-6527. That's how you can get a hold of us. Out of the four major sports in Philly, the Flyers have the best chance of becoming a dynasty. Do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. A2D Radio is where you can find us. And wherever you get your podcasts at, we're there. iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud. We're everywhere, baby. So, family already chiming in, and we got them all over the book. And it looks like Ralphie's stumbling over there. Well, no, it looked like he was taking a jump. Maybe he got a call. Maybe he got a call already.
Stumbles.
James Wilder, first Fan Friday, and I'm not at work. Let's go. Great time to get electrocuted, brother.
Love to have a call there.
You know what I mean? Great time to get cued up.
Love to have a call, Molson.
Robbie Poe, what up, boys? What up, Robbie? Jim Brannigan, what's up? What's up, Jim?
James.
Andy Ritter in the house. Greg, first time, long time. It's always a good one.
Is that Milakovic? Don't take his call.
James Wilder, what is the hotline number? Ralphie, drop it in the chat. Yeah, Ralph. He'll get there, James, but I've said it twice. I'll say it a third time. 484-402-6527. That's how you can reach us. And listen, to the poll, I'm going to disagree with it. I'm going to disagree. And I'm thinking on what team to me can pull it off. Now, when I look at the Sixers, I look at, okay, you have star caliber players. The NBA star-driven. They're young. Okay, you have an opportunity to be one down the road, okay? When I look at the Eagles, you already have one. You already got one. Can you get another one with the same coach, right? Same organizational guys, and then set yourself up for a third?
We need two more. You need
possibly.
Two more.
Yeah. Possibly. And then when I look at the Flyers, obviously a ton of young talent. You got your goalie, and you got more even coming. So that's why they're the one in the poll, if that makes sense. And then you got your Phillies, who you have young talent. You're building around Bryce Harper, Aaron Nola in a way, out of your lineup and your rotation. You're willing to spend money for the most part. So to them, yeah, you're set up to be able to win over the next 6-7 years. You know what I mean? Essentially.
I just think it fluctuates a lot.
No, it does. It does. But So you have you do have 4 options.
Especially the NFL fluctuates so
Big
much.
time. That's why the NFL's hard. But
Yeah,
that's
probably
why,
the hardest.
That's
Like because you're about to say the Eagles. I know what you're saying.
I'm contemplating, but then part of me comes back to the Sixers.
They've already won one though, so they've already taken the first step.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'll give you that.
They're the first step there. But part of me gets still intrigued by the Sixers because of Ben. Because the first time Ben's ever been hurt like this. Like Joe, I know Joe's going to miss games, but Ben's just getting started in my opinion. You know,
and he's very young. Yeah,
and to get hurt right now when he was getting better at everything. You know, yeah, he wasn't shooting threes that people's liking, but was getting better at everything. You know, so to me, you know, he was taking a step forward.
I still think that they're going to be a tough fucking out if we're healthy going into the playoffs. I still think we're extremely tough out. Teams don't want to see us if we're healthy. I mean, we got to be healthy. That's, you know, if Ben's not playing, we're not going to win a series. To the one question that we have on there, if Ben's not playing, we're not going to win a series. But if he is and we're healthy, we could scare some teams. I mean, we've lost 2 games at home all year.
Yeah, I mean, listen, when we kept talking about it, like, hey, Tom, why are you still buying the Sixers? Because I'm like, I watch this team play at home, and I can't run from how good they were at home. Now he's got to hope guys can get healthy.
And actually, this is not a bad thing having them out right now. Obviously, we're losing too many games, which sucks. But very big win last night. Going to need one on Saturday as well against a Golden State team that has their leader back and is going to be not a walkthrough, which we were hoping they would be. I mean, we love a walkthrough.
No, sorry, I'm laughing at Greg. He actually wrote something funny.
That's amazing.
He said, of course he's going to disagree. His son is on the Sixers, and his other son is a QB, and his uncle is the head coach of the Eagles. He's right. I mean, I ain't running from it. I mean, Carson's my son. Joe's my son. Ben's becoming a son. I got sons all over. All right? Doug's a father figure. I mean,
Odubel's hitchhiking somewhere.
Yeah, he's done. He's done.
He's been thrown out the house.
He wore off his welcome. Listen, this is Fan Friday, the first show ever on A2D where we want you to call in. We want it to be about what you got to say. 484-402-6527. Call in about the poll. Call in about our other topics. Call in about whatever you want to get off your chest.
Say whatever you want.
This is Get Off Your Chest Friday, too. Get it all out there. Clear the air. What are you confident about? Obviously, we're all fired up right now, but you know, you have any hope in the Sixers still? Do you think they even win a playoff series? To one of our questions. The Flyers, are they going to win the Metropolitan? Tied right now in first place. If it came down to a tiebreaker, obviously hold the advantage right now. All right, Phillies, would they make the playoffs? I think yes. Will Nova make the Sweet 16? I don't know if I can agree with.
It's tough. That's going
to
to be tough for them. I think they're going to win their first game for sure, and then the second game is going to be a tough game. They're probably going to get a 5 seed, I would guess, in that area, which means you're going to play a decent team in the second game, probably a 4 seed. So, yeah, you got to. If you're a Nova fan, which I'm not, but if you are, you got to lean on the fact that you got Jay Wright, who's been there, done that, and hope that he can get these guys going. Now, I like some of their players. Sadiq Bey is a good player.
No, and they got great
some
coach.
Of these guys. Great coach.
Yep.
Great coach. Actually, if we fire Brett, he's the number one guy I want. Is Jay Wright.
Everybody wants him.
I don't give a fuck what you got to give him. You get him here. If we fire Brett, you get him here. But
Pete Evans chiming in. Yo, fam. Bryce Blackwell. Tom, what's up, boys? Kyle's in the house, giving us Flyers odds. And they're 10-1 now, 35-1 3 weeks ago. So, yeah, I mean, that just goes to show.
Well, we haven't lost a game since then.
You know, how great this hockey team's played down the stretch.
What's to me the
and
only
listen,
thing.
First caller in, so I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. That's what we want the calls.
You want to go to the family, and you know, if you told me when the number was first put out here, who I would assume would be the first caller on Fan Friday history,
inaugural call,
and the first fan call into A2D Radio, who I thought would be the first one, it would be Mr. Wilder.
Is it him?
Yep. And without further ado,
let's go.
Jamesy, baby, what's up, brother?
What's going on, boys? Let's go.
Need a little fire.
Yes.
You can't take away from me. That's going to be caller number 1 forever, baby.
Caller number 1, numero uno.
Number 1 on the call sheet, number 1 in your hearts.
Yep. Number 1. Love it. How you doing up there, James? I know you had a hospital stint recently.
I'm doing good. Feeling really good today, actually. First day I've been feeling good this week, so.
Good to hear. So what kind of question you got for us? You got anything for us?
I got no questions. I'm not here for questions. I don't want to ask you guys nothing. I'm here to expose motherfuckers.
Expose away, sir.
We're talking about all the fucking A2D fam out there listening right now who had no faith in the Flyers this season. I don't give a fuck about the Sixers. I'm going to fuck about the Eagles. I'm going to fuck about the Phillies. We're here to talk about the Flyers. And all those motherfuckers out there chiming in, we paid Hayes too much. Oh, we retained Gudis' money for Niskanen? What the fuck? Those guys don't know fucking hockey. I'm talking about Brad Ryer putting you on point. You've been on every post that I've relived, and you fucking been exposed hard. You don't know shit about hockey.
Woo!
Fucking New York crumb.
Woo! Open up the curtains. We see you, Brad. We see you. Curtains are
Let's
open.
go.
Love
I
it.
got another check to cash, too, and I'm saving that one. I have to save that one because
Oh.
I can't bring it out yet.
You can next
But in
week
a
that one.
couple
You can
weeks,
call that one next
I got
week.
a big fucking check to cash on the whole A2D fam. So if you ain't in the Real Talk group, you need to get your ass in there. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, that's a great plug, and I almost need to know it now. Like
Snapping necks and cashing
like,
checks.
I don't know if I can
The
even
wild
wait till
man.
next week. When you talk about, I mean, one of the biggest checks cashed in ATD history. I don't know if I can wait till next week.
Love it.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. I'm telling you, I was on point with everything. Everything I said. And I said it in September, before preseason even started. So fuck all y'all that don't believe shit.
Love it.
Yo, this is why
Love
I
it.
said,
To everyone who thought I had to rewind my PBR to get some home run shots for the A2D Instagram page, go fuck yourselves. That's what I gotta say about that. September, I said this shit. September, before preseason. Nostradamus, what's up?
Let's go.
what's up, Nostra?
Fucking Nostradamus of Canada.
And
Love it.
Let me ask something. Since you are obviously our resident hockey guy. You know, what I mean?
He's A2D Canada. It's
when
A2D Canada
yeah,
online.
when you're up in Canada, I mean, I'll trust your opinion more than most.
Dude's probably
And
skating right now.
Is this team, out of all the four major teams in this city, are they the closest one? Now, granted, they haven't won a cup yet, but the closest one that you can say has the best chance of becoming a dynasty out of the four major?
You know what? I'm going to say yes. And the Eagles right there, second place. Right there. Sixers, they're kind of, I don't know, man. They're unproven in the playoffs. Honestly, if they don't do anything this season, they got to trade out Brett Brown. They need somebody to get them over the hump. You know what I mean? Like, it kind of feels like they're plateaued right now where they're at. So we'll see how they do in playoffs this season, but I think Brett Brown's got to go to make that change, to make that next step, the next level up. Eagles, you know, they're competitive year in, year out. Wentz, fucking superstar, generational talent. They got fucking that, you know, they got wide receiver problems. So I have a hard time saying yes to them being number one. And then you have the Flyers. They've been the most competitive team for the last 30 years consistently. They haven't missed the playoffs twice, 2 years in a row for the last 26 years. They're always there. They're always competitive. You know, the Kings won their first cup coming into the playoffs as an 8 seed. So it's possible. So you can't say, oh, but they're creeping into playoffs and limping in all the time. Well, it could happen. You know what I mean?
And
And
NHL,
look what
anything can
happened last
happen.
season in the playoffs. Every fucking top team in the playoffs in the NHL last year went out in the first round.
Absolutely.
It was
Hey,
all
when you're
underdogs
hot,
last season.
when you're hot, that's the only thing that gives me a little caution with the Flyers right now is I want them to maintain this hot streak. You know, like I don't want them to get a little cool going into the playoffs. You know what I mean, James? Because that's when teams that are hot going in are teams usually that start running shit off. You know what I mean? I don't want to stumble in. That's all. I want to maintain this hot streak
I
that we're on.
hear you. But you know what? That's part of my check that I cashed. They're going to be strutting into the playoffs. Word for word. The Flyers will be strutting into the playoffs.
Oh, cash it.
Moonwalking, even, I said.
Moonwalking.
Backwards they're going.
Uh-oh, Michael talk.
Strut City, love it. I mean, I love it. I mean, it's what it's all about. It's about when you talk sports, and and that's what we all do. And when you're going to be right about something, there's nothing better.
Yeah, look,
There's nothing
hey,
better.
we're wrong a lot, so when we're right, we might as well point it out.
Puffer away.
Puffer fish away.
Open up the.
I don't want to be a Zeke. I don't want to be patting myself on the back too hard, but definitely it's Nostradamus. It's next level.
Well, Zeke
It's
pats
like
every
Tom
day. It doesn't
Arno
work.
Running to Broad Street kind of level. That kind of level.
Yeah, that was a level.
Yeah,
That was a level.
See, when you pat only on occasion, it's beautiful, completely acceptable. Zeke pats every day. That's when people are like, all right, stop patting.
Yeah, he's a patty kicker.
Yeah, it's constantly patting.
I mean, I can't take
A lot
what
of flip-floppers over there. That's all I got to say. A lot of flip-floppers on Monday night, especially.
Real quick, James, if everybody's just joining us on Facebook, obviously Static 8 early on, the YouTube link. Ralphie will drop in the live chat when we get rolling here, obviously. But you can call in. It's call-in time, the first time ever. Fan Friday, 484-402-6527. And Mr. Wilder's on the line now. And listen, a lot of checks to cash.
He's been cashing checks.
And already cashed
Snapping necks and
I've
cashing
been
checks.
them all week, and I'm going to keep cashing them.
Keep
I'm
it
going to
going.
cash them right to playoffs. And then after that, it's anybody's game. So I can't say anything after that. Like Wilson said, they got to be hot going in.
Absolutely.
So, anyways, boys, have a good show.
Love it, brother.
Number one, best in the business. No notes. Let's go.
Let's go.
Inaugural call.
The
Love
first
it.
call.
Coach, getting those boys to play. Even Elliott. I'll eat my crow on Elliott.
Whatever.
on there.
Whatever. We're not going to
Hey,
talk about everything.
Elliott.
Hey, no need to
But
crow.
He's exceeded all my expectations.
Everybody's
So, good on him.
expectations,
Tip the
not
cap
just
to
you.
Elliott.
Everybody's expectations, not just you.
Love it. Great call, James.
Love it,
Inaugural
brother.
call.
Great
Smoke
first call.
up. Life's short.
See you, brother.
All right, see you later.
First inaugural call here at A2D.
The
Fan-
James man. The wild man himself.
Fan Friday.
Dude's been around
How's
forever.
that work?
Wow, you just totally – Ralph's going to have
Well, I
to
don't want it to
come
fall.
into picture. There he is.
No, I don't want it to fall. I got up the first time. I didn't want it to fall.
What a great guy. What a great guy.
I expect him to throw it back the same way. Our poll question, if you're just joining us on Facebook, out of the 4 major sports, the Flyers have the best chance of becoming a dynasty down the road. We didn't want to go with the usual same old, who's the next team to win a championship. Let's talk some things into existence. So do you agree or disagree? You can call in 484-402-6527 or just chime in anywhere, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube, and we'll read off your comments there as well.
I'm going to agree with it. Just because I think they're young and we have a great young goalie and a lot of young defense, and with Provorov looking like he's about to be, surge to a superstar, which to me that's how you win in hockey. You're going to find you can go out and find goal scorers. Somehow we don't, but you can go find goal scorers. If you had a strong defense and a strong goal, you're going to win a lot of hockey games. So I think that we are poised. Now, granted, like you said, Eagles have already taken that first step. If the Eagles can just stay healthy, it's like we sold our soul to the devil to get that Super Bowl, and now we're just hurt every fucking year.
Yeah.
If we can just get some health, maintain some health, I'm ready for the other shoot. I feel like 2 straight years now, 3 straight years if you include the Super Bowl year, of us being hurt. The other shoe's got to drop eventually, and we got to have a healthy season.
A healthy year, yeah.
You got to have a healthy year soon.
When's it coming? Because, a team that, to me,
Fucking everybody, really.
To
the
me,
the whole city's been hurt.
To me, if they stayed healthy one of these other 2 years,
We might have won again.
I think they win again.
We might have.
I think they win again because they are built tough. Even everybody sustains some injuries, but it's been epidemic
drastic.
stuff. Epidemic stuff. I mean, it's been out of control. Like you couldn't if you would have told me before the year for the Sixers, for the Eagles, for just in general, like all these injuries, I would tell you stop. You're lying. Especially for the Eagles. If you would have told me over the last 3 years it'd be this many injuries, I'll tell you, yeah, okay. Dude, get out of here.
At
Go
this
away.
point, you can't.
Go away. Yep.
Like, we've literally lost, I don't know, 9 guys every year for the last couple of years. Nine starters.
And then in the Super Bowl year, we win it.
We win it without,
All
8
captains.
starters. Yeah, that's amazing.
Every captain was injured for that game. No, not one captain played in that game.
Yeah, special teams, offense, defense.
Which is amazing in the win that Super Bowl.
It's
So
insane.
This team, to me, I'm gonna go with them being the closest because they have one, and you have your quarterback. I don't care what anybody says there. You got your quarterback.
I think that should be put to bed. The people that are naysayers.
And you have your head coach. You have your head coach, a proven winner now. I don't care what anybody says about him. Greg can dislike him. Whatever, guys can dislike him.
Well, Greg's an idiot.
You can't dislike or run from the fact of what he's been able to do with this football team. You just can't do it. So what I'm going to say is that
3 straight years in the playoffs with a lot of injuries. We just
injuries.
had drastic injuries.
So I'm going to go with the Eagles. So I'm going to disagree with the poll, even though I can make a big time case for the Flyers. And because how young they are,
And
like
you said,
for the future. But I'm going to
and
go
you
with the
said
Eagles.
too about the Sixers. Granted, it's not doesn't look like it's really working this year. But if you get rid of Brett Brown, bring a new face in, we still very young, and we got 2 stars that are young. Anything can happen. They get real hot. Bring somebody in. Look, Boston was struggling for a little bit. They brought in a great coach. Now all of a sudden they got young guys, and they're really good every year.
You're right.
It can happen. It can definitely happen.
No, you're right. So there's so many different ways it can go.
Kevin Godwin says, Eagles on paper have been the best team in the city past 5 years. Issues with health and rotating key talent that has hurt chemistry is their downfall. Very true. Brinks is on here puffing, I think, which is fine. Got the Flyers at 23.5 to 1. How long until I get called out? Called out for what, Brinks?
I guess he heard Brad get called out by Mr. Wilder and just assumed
Oh.
his day was coming.
He thought his was coming?
Dan Shyrock Jr. says, Eagles need to get youth in here quickly. Lucky for us, we have 10 picks this year. Well, the only unlucky thing, Dan, is the guy drafting the picks. You know what I mean? So there's always concern there. But I'm excited for the Eagles' future because I got my quarterback. I have enough young players in key positions, especially up front, that I think I'm still okay, and I still have a window to my window's still open enough to be able to go win. And then, yes, you do have 10 picks. And if you draft right and you draft well, then guess what? You can replenish your team real quick in terms of getting youth in here and more youth.
Absolutely.
So, second caller coming in here in a minute will be Mr. Bryce Blackwell.
Nice.
So we get Mr. Wilder as a leadoff batter and Mr. Blackwell
in the two-hole.
In the two-hole. Bryce, what's happening, brother?
Yo, what's going on, Tom? What's going on, y'all?
What's up, Bryce?
We're just living the dream over here, Bryce. Trying to become the city of winners.
Definitely. So, question for you. Would you pay Malcolm Jenkins top 3 safety money? Because Malcolm wants to renegotiate his contract, and he said he's not going to play unless he gets a new deal. And I think that he might want maybe 15, 14 million. Would you pay him top 3 safety money, or will you let him go and get Clint Dix?
Yeah, I'll go first on this one
Go
because I say no. I love Malcolm. I do. I can't pay him top 3 safety money. What I would do is just bring back McLeod and then figure out what I'm going to do after that. I'll still have a veteran back there, and then maybe I go right what you said, Bryce, because I like that name. Maybe I go Ha-Ha because I can get him cheaper, and with Rodney and Ha-Ha would be probably the same amount of money I'll be paying essentially for one player who's now going to be 33 years old. I don't know if I can trust his productivity to be high enough over the next 2-3 years to trust that deal and not get burned by it. So I'll go to second route on that. I'll go Ha-Ha, and I'll add on to it and say I bring McLeod back.
I'm gonna disagree with you, Tom. Actually, if he's willing to sign, I'm not giving him a 4 or 5 year deal. But if he's willing to sign for 2, I'll give him top money for 2. I don't like losing leaders. He's the leader of our defense. We've been to the playoff 3 straight years. I'd like to retain him if we can.
I hear
I'd
Bryce,
love to bring him back.
What do you say? Which direction do you go?
I don't want to pay him top safety money. Like I'll give him maybe 12 or 13. I'm not giving him 15 million a year. No, hell no. I'm not giving him 15, 16 million a year. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I was thinking more like 10. Can I get away with a 2-year deal, $20 million?
Can we give him 3, like 10 for 3? Maybe you stretch it a little longer. You know what I'm saying?
A little more guaranteed money.
It's cheaper for the year. I don't know, but I agree, Bryce. I mean, if we were able to get him at like 12, that would be great. I would definitely bring him back for 12. But like I said, he's a captain. I'd like to keep the captain. Now, if he's going to hold out for 15, then you got to let him go.
Look, I like the idea.
Yeah. Or trade him.
Yeah, true.
True.
You could do that too, even if you get a 6-round pick back. Who cares? You just.
All right, boys, I gotta go.
All right, Bryce. Great talking to you, brother.
Love it.
Bryce Blackwell, our second caller, and listen, a great question.
Yeah, and anybody else that's got questions, call in. We'll take any question you want.
A great question. What would you do, fam? What would you do? Do you bring back Malcolm Jenkins for top 3 safety money? Do you just say, okay, we're not doing it. Go ahead and hold out, blah blah blah, and we'll go with it. We'll go a different direction. Do you trade him and just say, okay, we're just going to move on from it? Not move on from, like, you don't want to move on from him, but you know what I mean? We're just going to move on from it. We're going to bring Rodney back. We'll go maybe Ha-Ha and then Byron Jones and try to shore it up that way.
Yeah, I mean, I would.
Byron's a veteran enough to come in here and be one of the leaders of the secondary with Rodney. You know what I mean? So it's not like if you lose Rodney and Malcolm, I'm not up for that. I'm not in that game because they're both big-time leaders of this defense. You know what I mean? If you ask around, Rodney McLeod's a leader of this defense too. So not as high, as easy to see as Malcolm, but still one of the leaders of this defense. So, I need one of the two back. I can't not have both. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I'm not good enough or deep enough that not have both of them guys.
And Brinks is talking about how he said, I'll evaluate the Sixers when they have a real coach, which, I mean, you seem to be kind of on with that one, Brinks. I'll give you that. And he said he was getting called out for it. Loved it.
Yeah, Pete Evans said Jenkins isn't worth it, in my opinion. I've been consistent with that. And he says, #Ertzgate. But no, he has. I mean, me and Pete.
Pete, I mean, I'm
We've
with
had
you, too.
numerous
I don't want to give
conversations
him
about
15.
Malcolm.
You know, I feel like if you have eyes, you notice that Malcolm's declined over the last 2 years, I'd say. But he's still our leader. And I want to know, is there someone else that's ready to step up to be the leader if we let him go?
Well, it'd be a Byron Jones because you're going to sign him. So then he comes in at 28 years old.
Is it tough to come in and be a leader on a new squad?
Well, you bring back
though?
Rodney, though.
Okay,
and
yeah, I got you.
And you have Brandon Graham, and you have Fletcher Cox. So it's not like you have none of your leaders still. Because I still think Brandon Graham's a bigger leader of this defense than Malcolm is. And people might argue with me, but I'll fight that battle any day of the week. I'll go to war on that one. And that's not a shot at Malcolm. I just believe BG, guys just love him. Guys play for him. He's the most vocal guy on this defense. He nonstop talks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree.
And that kind of leadership, and he competes. It's not like he plays at a high level still. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
He still does. That was a great signing back to bring back. People thought his days were done.
Imagine how it started for him. Like we thought he was such a bum first couple years. Like what a terrible draft pick of us. Brandon Graham's a bum. We should have got Earl Thomas. We're so pissed, and now he's beloved.
Yeah, beloved.
Biggest play in Eagles history.
In Eagles history, you're right.
Biggest play in Eagles history.
So you can call in and reach us 484-402-6527. 484-402-6527. Third caller on the line now.
Hope.
And if you would ask me if this guy would have been part of the top 5 callers, I would agree with that. If you gave me an agree or disagree with that, I would have agreed. Can you guess who it is, Mr. Wilson?
Oh, man. Spidey?
Yep.
Yes!
Spidey.
Yes! Spidey!
Yo,
Garage Talk. What's up, brother?
what's up, fellas?
Spidey, what's up, brother?
I'm glad to be a part of it and calling in. Fan Friday, let's go.
What you got? What you got on your mind right now? There's so much going on in Philly sports.
Yeah, I'll just say I'm watching from afar. I'm trying to not encroach on the Flyers bandwagon that they have going on. So I'll leave that alone. The Flyers are playing great. I'll try not to show too much fandom because I'm not 100% all the way around.
I'll leave that shit at home, Spidey. We're with you.
I'm out of market. That's my excuse. I can't.
That's
turn
true.
the
That's
game
true.
on every night. I'm happy to have any game of any Philly sports team on national television whenever they are on. I'm watching. But anyway, I'll go to my question. When the 76ers inevitably get knocked out of the playoffs this year, what do you do with Brett Brown? And is there any other destruction plan in place? What's your idea on the Sixers? Because I'm not so confident on them right now. And, I think this year is just showing that it's not going to get done all the way again. So what's your idea on them?
Well, how far do they go? When are they knocked out, in your opinion?
I'm thinking they don't even reach the Eastern Conference Finals because there's two or three teams that are set up to knock us out. If we lose what seems like one home game in any series, we're done. We lose one home game, the flop happens. Basically, we're good at home. Let's not beat around that bush. We are good at home, but if we lose one home game, it's like we won't win a road game. Period in the playoffs. So that's how I feel about it. And I just want to see if you guys want to elaborate on that. If you got any ideas what the Sixers should do.
Yes.
If they don't reach at least the Eastern Conference Finals, what do we do?
Yeah, I mean Brett's gone, and then you have to look into, you have to go in a different direction.
Can you find a way to get rid of Horford? If you get to that point, let's say we get knocked out in the second round, which to me seems likely. You have to fire Brett. I'm done. If we make a run, okay, maybe we retain Brett. I'm talking a run to the finals, something like that.
Back.
But if we don't, it's time to move on. Wash your hands, get a new coach, and see if you can. Obviously, the Horford thing hasn't worked, so you see if you can somehow get rid of him. It's going to be tough, but can you make a trade for a shooter? Can you maybe move him out for a shooter?
Right.
Then we can spread the floor more, let Ben drive, Joe can play his game, and we got 3 other shooters on the floor. That would be ideal for me.
Yeah, I think they're.
Ultimately, I'll say one more thing.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot.
I hate to be the guy beating the drum, fire Brett Brown, but it's just a product that's on the floor on the road. And I'm not wishing negativity on this team. I want us to go to the fucking championship and win it all. I'll just reiterate that 1,000%. I want this team to fucking win it all. But and when the product on the road is so different from the product at home, why who do you go to at that point? It's got to be the coach, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
absolutely, Spidey.
It falls on the coach and it falls on your stars, right? And at the end of the day, listen, he's I don't want to say worn out his welcome here, but if they don't go to the Eastern Conference Finals, his days are done here, and then they're going to have to go in a different direction coach-wise, and we'll have to dive in that in the offseason because, then you got to see who's really available.
Yeah.
People want to say, oh, Mark Jackson, that's great. Does Mark even want to coach?
I don't know. But
do you even want Mark Jackson? You know what I mean? I'm just throwing that name out because that name's been used a million times. I'm just giving an example. I'm not asking if you want him or not, Wells. I'm just saying then you got to dive in to the whole basket of, all these names, who's available. You hear them all. Well, all these guys in the booth, these guys want to come out for head coaching jobs again. And then they want to come here for a head coaching job. So then you're in that market too.
Yeah.
So then it's so this buyer beware is my point, because you better have a plan if this guy isn't going to be your guy, which is fine if he's not going to be your guy to me. But then you better have a plan organizationally.
Yeah, plan in place.
Because Ellen Brand's plans. Yeah, because Ellen Brand's plans up until now haven't looked good.
No.
They're starting not to look good, Spidey. So, now I got to trust this guy to go pick my head coach. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm in. Let's just get these guys healthy. Maybe we can make a run. And everybody that's been negative.
I'm holding out hope. I'm
still trying to, brother. I'm still trying to hold out hope.
Yeah.
All right, Spidey. Well, we appreciate the call, brother.
I appreciate you letting me call in.
Love you, brother.
Y'all have a nice day, and I'll see you later.
Always a pleasure.
Spidey calling in from North Carolina. That's our guy.
That's Spidey, part
Mike
of Garage
Parker.
Talk. So 2 out of the 3 were A2D Real Talk Garage Talk representatives.
Legends. Garage Talk legends.
Legends is correct.
Legends. Their jerseys are in the rafters.
Oh yeah, they're raftered up.
They're in the rafters.
Shit, Spidey's jerseys are right here. Send him in the A2D.
That's right.
There's his jerseys in the rafters right there, rafted up. We did the whole ceremony and everything. If you want to call in, be part of the ceremony, 484-402-6527. That's how you can reach us. We're taking as many calls as we can. We're going to be on here talking everything Philly sports. All right, it's Fan Friday.
Anything you want to talk about, really. We'll talk anything you want.
Whatever you got. You want to talk national stuff? You got something on your mind? Something to get off your chest?
You want to trash us? You want to trash someone on A2D? We're fine with it.
Bryce Blackwell went out. Bryce Blackwell called in. Great call. Asked,
Eagles question.
An Eagles question. Whatever you
got.
A
good Eagles question.
Great Eagles question.
And I think free agency starts in what? A week, pretty much.
Yeah, right around the block.
Right around a week. 18th. So 12 days.
Spidey says Rafter Talk.
Rafter Talk.
Anthony Adis, I would fire Brett, trade Embiid, Simmons, Horford, and Scott, and other people, and start building around Shake. I can't. Nope, done.
Did he say start building around Shake?
Yep. David Roscoe, why wasn't there lazy booking yesterday? Chrome was sick, brother.
Chrome's got the Rona. Chrome Rona.
I don't know what that says. That's not English. Rodney.
Tool not took.
Rodney is not a leader. You took no notes. I don't know. Yep, I'm lost there. You want to call in? And actually, anybody want to explain broken English to me? It's 484-402-6527. Our poll question: out of the 4 major sports, the Flyers have the best chance of becoming a dynasty. Do you agree or disagree? Or somebody else? I went Eagles.
Yeah, I agreed, but I still think that there's possibilities for a couple, but I just want to see us get – if the Flyers win the Cup this year, which would be fucking spectacular, then we can really start revving that talk up. But because I think that they're young and, like I said, young defense, young goalie, that's your way to the top.
Right.
Young defense, young goalie.
What do we beg for forever?
Young defense, young goalie.
Young defense, young goalie. Took us forever. This is why.
Finally.
That's what drove me crazy about the Flyers fans. You guys roll back. No, I officially said, you know what?
I've been here for years, guys. I love they're trying to think that we haven't been here for years.
Yeah, I didn't go nowhere.
Legion of Doom, I've been here for years.
I didn't go nowhere. I just said I just got tired of the act over the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Right? And I just needed something fresh. And I needed a goalie and a star caliber one that like make me say, you know what? I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna try not to miss a game this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the way I went about this year. Like first game of the year, I always watch first game of the year for my teams. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But like I always said, like Carter Hart brought me back because I needed that. I've been begging for that. The speed brought me back. Like not dump and chase and lose the race to the puck. Dump and chase and beat somebody. That's what I was begging for, and they finally brought it back. Young talent, a youth injection into this organization that people didn't leave. Like when I said brought me back, like you brought me back to try not to miss a game. You know what I mean? Instead of just waiting to, oh well, okay, they're gonna compete for, you know, they're gonna be in the playoffs. What they do? They're gonna get knocked down in the first or second round. You know, like that to me just doesn't do it. It was the same old thing. It's a team that hasn't won a championship since the 70s.
Yeah.
You know, I was tired of the same old act. You know, and this year, and obviously the last few years of Hextall drafting well, developing talent well, this team is loaded for years to come. That's why they're the team in the poll question. So is it them? Is it the Eagles? Like I went Eagles because they already have one. And they got a young quarterback.
Yeah, already took the first step.
They got a franchise quarterback. They have a franchise head coach.
Yeah.
So they're built. They're built there too. Now, do they got to get a youth injection as well? Absolutely. Do we have a hard time trusting the guy doing the youth injection? Absolutely. So, you know, do we trust the upper heads? Like we got Ben Simmons, Joe Embiid. Great. Do we trust the up tops in the Sixers organization that have a dynasty talk to it? No, I can't trust that. Joshua Harris, I don't trust Joshua Harris. Elton Brand, I love Elton, but he's proven to me this year, like
even Brett Brown. I mean, who do I trust out of them three?
And listen, you know the thing with Elton is, you know, the Horford that played last night was the Horford I think we were all expecting all year. Where's that guy been?
How about the fact that it's taken our two best players to be out for us to show some emotion and energy on the fucking road? That's an issue to me, and that's a coaching issue to me. Like, why haven't you had these guys up to play on the road all season? Now you have them up when when we're depleted. That I have an issue with that.
Spidey says the dynasty would be with Doug because Carson, air quotes, didn't win one yet. True.
Well, I mean that's true, but he was on the team. He's got a ring.
And he's naming all flyers. Desjardins, Brindamore. We've been here.
We've been here. Kevin Dineen. We've been here.
We've been here, Kevin Dineen.
We've been here.
My God. Van Beesbrook. You know,
yeah.
Little James Van Beesbrook. Remember that one?
He was at the Audubon High School. Remember that?
Was he?
Yeah, he was. He was like the Beezer. He was at like a fucking pep rally thing. Oh, the Beezer's here. They tried to sell us on the Beezer.
So we got our fourth call, and I don't want to keep naming how many calls we have, but I think it's fun to name them. So people,
I mean, top five, it's good to name.
Yeah, we'll name top five.
Top five.
Top five, and you can call in 484-402-6527. And Ryan, I know I'm going to get your name wrong. Farrer.
Yeah, you got it.
Or Sarah.
You got it right.
Yeah, Ryan Sarah. I got it right. First time.
Beautiful.
Getting it right.
What's up, Rye?
What's up, Ryan? What's happening, brother?
I'd like to. I want to go in about the Philadelphia Phillies today, and I just wanted to make some thoughts on what Joe Girardi said about Harper leading off, and what I thought about the curveball machine that we heard on 94 WIP.
Yeah, shoot.
So Harper leading off, to me, is not the worst idea in the world. I've seen worse ideas from, particularly by Gabe Kapler. But the reason I'm saying it's not the worst idea, even though I would not promote that, because he has a really nice on-base percentage. But if Kutch is not going to be ready to lead off, you know, I wouldn't mind. I like Roman Quinn if he can stay healthy, but for an underrated guy that could hit leadoff this year is Reese Hoskins. What do you guys think about that?
Well, I think that's where it all got in his head last year. I think when they tried to yo-yo him around in the lineup and get him out of a slump, it made things 100 times worse. So I'm Ryan. I'm the biggest believer when it comes to the sport of baseball knowing what you're doing every day coming to the park,
I'm on the phone. So good.
it makes up for so many things,
Yeah, I know.
right?
I totally get that. But the only reason I said that is because he's a nice he's a nice walk guy. But another reason I called, and this is the reason I called in really, is I want to talk about like Didi's swing and why people. I don't understand why people are getting so uptight about Didi not hitting right now, and I just wanted to let you know he's working getting on more tilt on the swing, so he's working on trying to get, like, if you watch JT Real Nito's swing, it's more of a up and down bat. He's trying to get more of an up and down kind of bat so he can just feel like he's getting depth and keep it on that same plane. So we should not be worried about him opening day.
Oh, I'm not worried
I
about
was going to say, I don't worry about anybody struggling early in spring training.
I don't give a rat's ass about spring training in terms of anything. Like, it's cool. Harper, it's a
Get
homer.
your cuts, stay healthy.
Hoskins, it's a homer. It's cool. And that's why, to both guys batting leadoff, if Joe Girardi batted either one leadoff for more than like one game just because he needed to for some reason, I would be promoting to fire him then. Right. Then now it's like, hey, Joe, I might need you to leave too with Gabe, because neither one of my power guys. This is what 2020 MLB drives me crazy. Neither one of my power guys should even sniff the leadoff spot.
No, 3-4 for me.
No. You want to get cute? The most you go up is two. Maybe this 2-hole. Maybe the 2-hole.
So you're gonna tell me that Ronald Acuna Jr. can't bat leadoff?
He shouldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't bat him leadoff.
I know it's not about can. It's about shouldn't.
It's also, he hit 40 homers last year and didn't have 100 RBIs. He almost hit 40. Acuna, right? 38 or something?
Yeah, he wants to be 40.
But I'm saying, so, if in my opinion, I want that guy batting with guys on base. So I would bat him third if I was the Braves. I would probably lead off the other.
Albies.
I would lead off Ozzie Albies probably if I was the Braves.
I'm just not. It's not even old school. Like I have guys in this lineup that can lead off and have. Segura's led off in the past. JT's been leading off a little bit in spring training. So there's other guys who can do it.
I don't like JT leading off. Oh,
I also don't like JT leading off. I'm with you on that.
No, that's 2-3. That's 2-3-4 right there. When you talk about, JT, Harper, Hoskins, like that's 2-3-4 for me. So somebody else got to lead off in the meantime. And that's probably going to be Segura. Shoot, what do you got?
One more thing. Just comes in from my dad. Bohm will have no chance to stick at third.
So where
he said absolutely no.
So what do you think he's going to end up being a first baseman?
First baseman or left field? My dad said he has no chance to stick at third.
I haven't seen him enough at third to make that call, but I know some people think that his defense is not up to par. Yes.
Yeah,
He said his footwork is below average and he has below average ball skills.
Yeah, well, we'll see if he can get better with that. Because
hopefully they can teach him.
He is
that.
still young.
He's still young.
And then I think being in big league camp helps a lot in development. So I'm not saying he's ever going to be a Gold Glove.
His bat plays though, so they will find a spot for him eventually, or trade him.
And tell your dad, right?
I
hope he's feeling better. And the second thing is, when you talk about, what was the name again?
Baum.
Yeah, when you talk about Baum, the DH is coming too. So, that's the great thing about that.
It is coming.
That if you can hit, okay, well, there's always going to be a spot for a guy.
Not everybody can hit as a DH.
Oh, I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. I mean, I raked as a DH.
No,
so
that's some guys don't like that. Some guys like to be in the flow of the game. I totally get that. But if you can't play defense, then that's where the fuck we need you. What's best for the team.
Or you got to, or like you said, maybe he can go to left field. I mean, I think this organization has some outfielders coming up that are going to make that hard too.
Yeah.
I'm still not
a Mickey guy.
Yeah, I'm not done on Moniak yet either. So I'm excited for this year.
He said this is how he thinks it's going to come down to. He said, I read it. He says it's going to probably come down to Hoskins being traded for some pitching. It would probably be the best course of action once we know that Alec Bohm can hit on the major league level.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree. But I mean, I know people are talking about that, so I hear you. But I think that Reese is going to have a bounce back year. And I think if Baum can't play third, then he might end up getting traded.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I could see that.
But I do hear you. I know a lot of people are worried whether he can actually play the position of third base. So that is something to keep an eye on.
But
and that's why sending him to AAA is fine, just to get some more reps at third.
Oh yeah, he doesn't.
Absolutely.
He doesn't need to be up right now. He
ain't gonna be. No. I wouldn't bring him up until mid-June.
Yeah,
if he's crushing,
bring him up this year.
If he's crushing the ball, I hear you on that. But if he's crushing the ball, and say we have an injury or something, then you got to get him up.
Yeah.
If he's hitting, you got to get him up. But like you said, it also depends on how he's playing third.
So let's say you bring him up, and he's struggling at third, but he's raking, and everybody else is having a solid year. Where are you going to put him?
Third.
Yeah,
you just answered your own question. In my opinion, if he's raking,
and people say you can trade. People say you can trade Segura, but he has a no trade clause.
I don't need to trade Segura.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah, he doesn't have to play every. He doesn't have to play every day too. We could play him a little bit and have him as a bat off the bench if it comes to that.
I just think we're rushing that conversation. We don't even have to trade Segura. Segura's a good.
He needs one full year at AAA to get his glove going if he can play third.
Absolutely, but that's why Segura's playing third right now. We don't even have to worry about it this year. I don't think he even needs to come up this year. Unless there's an injury.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, unless there's an injury. He doesn't need to come up this year. He's fine. He's fine going to AAA for another year because I think Segura's going to make a good transition to third base.
Well, you look at the Braves last year, and they did something very similar with Austin Riley. He came up, he played sparingly, kind of didn't play much at the end because he was struggling. But he came up, gave them a jolt, hit a bunch of homers early. That might happen to him this year for Baum. He might come up, play a little bit in the middle there when we need him, and then phase out the end. So we'll see what happens. I think that it's a good chance that he definitely has some at-bats in the majors this year, I would say.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Baum is a great hitter. But he struggles at one area of the plate, and that is out. That's low and away. He tends to really, really expand it.
Yeah,
that's like everybody in baseball. I feel like low and away is the best way to get him out, but hopefully he gets better at that.
It's not like a committed swing to it. It's more of like a flip.
Okay, I got you. Like he's just trying to foul it off. Gabe would be upset with that.
Instead of just committing to the committing to swing.
Yeah, take it to right field. I hear you.
A little flip at the end.
It's all part of growth.
That's. But yeah, he's still young. He's getting there. He could be a Hall of Fame. He has a Hall of Fame talent. Him and Howard are Hall of Fame talents.
Well, that's bold.
I love that kind of talk out of you. I love me some Spence too. I do love me some Spence.
I didn't say both of them are. I said I didn't say they're going to be Hall of Famers. I said they have Hall of Fame talent.
Well, you said that he can't play third base. Now you say he has Hall of Fame talent. So that's a little contradicting. But I hear you.
Well,
he can hit.
As a hitter, Bohm has a Hall of Fame talent. He's absolutely could be a Hall of Fame talent. But that doesn't mean he can't play first base and be a really good first baseman.
Yeah, listen, I'm sold on.
He's 6'5".
I'm sold on both of them, but
low to the ground.
I have a hard time.
It's hard to get low to the ground.
I just have a hard time saying that a guy that both guys that haven't even sniffed major league experience yet, haven't even sniffed it, have Hall of Fame ability. Yeah, I have trouble. Sniffed. They have neither one is.
Spencer Howard's going to be up this year.
Okay, well when he's up,
he hasn't been yet.
He hasn't been up. He hasn't been up yet. So how? So we're making Hall of Fame references to guys that we haven't even seen playing the majors yet. What? Neither guy has done extraordinary things in the minors either. You know what I mean? So we're talking.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I don't know how they're Hall of Fame caliber yet. Or even the talent we see it on a daily basis. All right, they played a year in the majors. We've seen glimpses. We've seen glimpses of the ability to be great. When you talk about Hall of Fame talent, that's the ability.
Let's just say they have great talent.
That's the ability to be great. I have trouble throwing Hall of Fame and guys I haven't even seen consistently yet. You know what I mean? That's all. Not that both can't be great. I'm praying they both are.
Because he said about Bohm, he said he's a Michael Jack Schmidt at the plate, except maybe a little bit better on base. He just has that natural ability about Bohm. You can just tell in the box. He's just so smooth.
Yeah, well, I mean,
he's under control.
yeah, it's so important. It's so important. So important, brother. No, I love the points. Great conversation, and we appreciate you calling in with us, brother. And we're going to get to some other calls here. But call in,
Okay.
Call in again next Friday, and we'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Thanks, Rye.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you soon, brother.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's a high praise for
I mean,
Bohm
maybe
and
a little
Spencer
too high,
Howard.
but we
Maybe a little too high,
but we like it though.
Yeah,
Hey, getting us excited.
Not gonna be mad about it. The only thing I disagreed on completely was batting either one of them in the leadoff hole.
No, yeah, I wouldn't do it.
That's
To me, I want them up. I want them up with guys on base, and I just wouldn't do it. I understand what he's getting at with the on base percentage, but I mean, I love Kutch as a leadoff, and I think he'll be ready to go around the end of April.
Yeah.
So maybe, and I do like his Roman Quinn, which he threw out early, and then he started throwing Hoskins down. I don't like Hoskins. I want to bat Hoskins fourth all season and not move him. Just let him hit fourth all year. You're going to bat cleanup for us. Let's go at it. And I'd bat Harper third all year. All year.
All year. Doesn't move.
I'm actually in favor of, like, this whole, I've been saying this for a couple days now, but this whole you got to face three hitters thing, I think is a good advantage for us because I think we don't really have a situational lefty that we use for one hitter. Now, other teams in the league do, and Harper sees them. Last year he saw them all the time. And so if you're going to do it, I would bat Hoskins and Real Muto behind him all season. You want to put a situational lefty in, then you got to face Hoskins and Real Muto.
Yep. So pick your poison.
Yeah.
Pick your poison talk. So to call in and talk to us, 484-402-6527. We'll probably take another call or two before the break here, before we take a break. Or
6527, was that Lane Johnson, Mike Trout?
Yep. We make it easy for you here. We make it real easy. So now we go to the phone lines, and we go to Cromer in the house. What's up, brother?
Oh, Cromerona.
What up, fellas?
What's up, Cromer?
Living the dream over here.
What's that?
Just living the dream over here, brother. We're just living it up.
Yeah. Well, hey, congratulations. This is awesome. Love the show today. This is a chance for everybody to call in, talk to, their favorite personalities, two of the biggest personalities of the studio. And I just wanted to be a part of it, give a call in, say what's up to you guys, and congratulations, because this is going to be a lot of fun with the fam. So that's it. That's all I got for you guys. Don't be surprised if I pop in and say what's up. I'm healthy. No coronavirus here.
All right, brother.
Well, until you're quarantined.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Until you're quarantined, we're going to have to give that a week.
I'll see you guys.
Love you, brother.
Thanks for the call, brother.
Later. So what's Brinkman? Oh, Crime. Thanks for the call. Dude.
I didn't realize that Brinkman was arguing with himself over here.
Yeah, you're arguing with some backpedal talk. Stick to your guns, Tommy. Stick to your guns, caller. Tommy just talks loud, all bluster. I was talking about him backpedal.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm all bluster to say what? To say what, Brinks? We just talked about Hall of Fame talent on two guys that haven't even sniffed Major League playing time yet. Can we calm the freak down? That's all my point was. So you tell me where that's all bluster.
He's lucky he didn't get hanged
that
up.
ain't real talk. I let him talk. I let him get all his points in. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to allow Hall of Fame talent conversation on here. We can go, we can get cute and talk analytics and talk bad guys in the leadoff hole. That's fine. That's the guy's opinion. That's fine. But when we talk about Hall of Fame talent, until you sniff some Major League playing time, I ain't in that conversation ever with anybody. With anybody. When you get here and prove a little bit that you can be great, then I'm all in. So you tell me where that's bluster or that's just common sense.
Pete Evans is asking if I want to race. I'm not a runner, Pete.
Well, you're going to do
You don't seem like a runner either.
You're going to
so.
do the ATD Olympics. So you're
Oh,
in
yeah.
it.
Well, at that point, yeah.
Yeah, you're in it. You're one of the captains. The big guys are the captains.
That's fine.
You, Ralphie, Pete, and Greg. And we're all going to have to sprint like 15 yards as one event. The other event is
I'll take that one off. I don't
the
need
other,
to talk about that.
The other event is QB54.com. You can use promo code NONOTES. Get 20% off. That will also be an event that we have going on. We'll also have a 3-point contest and a wiffle ball home run derby.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
I make my money with the other three.
Well, you still got to run it.
I'm not saying
Yeah,
I
yeah.
won't run it. I'm
Well,
just
you
saying
guys are the-
I make my money with the other three events.
Yeah,
That's
you
all.
guys are the finale. You guys got to close it off.
Closing it out?
Yeah, you guys closed it out. The big guys closed it out. It's a little, it's a little pass the baton race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Little
Yep.
baton racing.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to get speed in the front legs, and I can lollygag on the last leg. That's how you got to do this.
Brink,
All about drafting.
Yeah, it's all, well, I'm here for you. If you
We're
want
talking speed. I don't know if I'm looking your way.
we're here for no, not there.
Oh.
I might be able to hit a couple threes more than guys here. Like I'm putting up against guys in the
Wow.
station. I will smoke you in wiffle ball. Some of you cats in wiffle ball, and the fact of the matter is, I'll definitely hit more threes than Ralphie or anybody on his team. I can guarantee that.
I didn't know he's on the team yet. I love it.
Yeah, but I'm just going to guarantee it because I know his draft style.
I love
all right,
it.
and then you're talking about throwing a ball into a hoop. My God, it's all state. I'll make it rain out here. I love that line. I wasn't all state, but I'll still make it rain.
We could go. We can go a little cornhole too if we wanted.
Yeah, we can always bring her out. So if you're just joining us, is this Fan
No
Friday?
Mataracky, so we don't have any pros.
This is Fan Friday. Call in 484-402-6527. Whatever you got. Everything's on the docket today.
Anything you want to talk
Anything
about.
Philly sports, anything national. We have a ton of questions out for you. Will the Sixers win a playoff series?
You're getting geared up for championship week and fucking tournament about to start. Throw some questions at us. We'll take them. Whatever you're thinking. I know a lot of people are Nova fans. I think it's going to be – we said will Nova make the Sweet 16 was one of the questions we had on there. I think it's going to be tough for them too. I think they have a shot, but I think it's going to be tough. I think they're going to be about a 5 or 6 seed. It's going to be tough.
It's going to be tough. Phillies, will they make the playoffs?
What
Flyers?
helps Nova is that their conference has actually been very tough this year. So they've played a bunch of tough games already, which is very good. That's I think Gonzaga has had a great year, but I always worry about Gonzaga because they don't get tested enough. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's hard to turn that switch on when you go from you play a good team, then you play 4 cakewalks in conference. Then you play a good team, then 4 cakewalks.
No,
when the
it's
teams
hard.
that play good teams every night are more battle tested.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's tough to see. But it should be a very, very fun tournament this year. Wide open. A lot of good teams. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm always excited for March Madness. So our main poll question out of the 4 major sports, the Flyers have the best chance of becoming a dynasty. Do you agree or disagree? I disagree with it just because the Eagles already have one. So can you go win another one with the same coach or same organization and then win another one? I don't know. I'll run with that one. I mean, I have my quarterback. I have my head coach, and hopefully I can draft well and address free agency well enough and get my team better. Get my team better, air quote, quicker. And that's what the Eagles have to figure out how to do. Almost compete but rebuild at the same time in a way.
True.
Which I think they can do because they've done it.
They got a lot of questions
They've
to
done
answer in about 12 days when free agency starts because we got a lot of guys that are free agents and we got to see where we're going to attack. Like you said, I know Byron Jones. Everyone says Byron Jones. Is that where we're going to go?
It sounds like it.
So, and I do like Byron Jones, and it's almost like a double win because you take him away from a rival.
Exactly. And then, they're gonna load up on Dak obviously, and that it's probably gonna be Dak and Amari. It seems like.
I'm hoping that they get this CBA ratified and agreed to because right now you have 2 tags. There's the franchise and transition, so they could just tag both of them. But if the CBA gets ratified, then there's no more 2 tags, just franchise tag. So then they have to make a decision, and if they tag Dak, which I would expect, that means he's an unrestricted free agent. You don't even need to give him a pick if you sign him.
There's conversation the Eagles want both. I mean, there's been talk out
Listen,
there
I know
about
some
both.
people don't like Amari, but Amari Cooper, he's a good player. He's better. He'd be the best receiver on our team if we got him.
Well, listen,
I'll take him in a heartbeat.
You took both of them away from them. Now you're definitely better than them.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like they're not better than you.
And not to mention, seems to have big days against us a lot. So
who, Amar?
Yeah,
especially there.
Yeah.
So
if we want to grab him, let's grab him.
Talk about a place you can't win at. I mean, he has monster days there. Monster days. Feels like a place we can't go down and win recently.
That's true.
And we got to get over that hump.
Hump talk.
So it looks like we're gonna have one more caller coming up, and then we'll take a little break, or we'll just wrap it up, one or the other.
Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we'll make a decision. We can make a decision.
I'll have work for a while.
You got another one for us, Ralphie? Matt Spills calling in.
All right, Spills.
What up, Spills? We got Matt Spills on the line, fam. Calling in. What you got, brother?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Matt?
Just looking at
got
it.
all the kids home today with the coronavirus scare going on in Bucks County. So.
Oh, you got them all home today, huh? So it's like.
Yeah. They all go to one of them 5 schools. But anyway.
Hold on, well, give us that. Give us that. How that day?
The Eagles.
Well, before you even do that, give us how that went today.
Yeah. How does that go?
How did that
call
go
you
today?
guys?
What's that?
The schools call you guys this morning, or how they decide that?
They sent out like a mass text to all the parents at like 5 o'clock in the morning,
Wow.
saying, explaining the whole thing and telling everybody basically keep your kids home because it's no school.
Well, that's good though. I mean, at least they're in front of it. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's a serious situation, but I think it's a little overblown.
I think it's definitely overblown, but I guess better safe than
The
sorry.
whole situation with why these schools are closed, it's like a guy was around a guy that might have been around a guy that might have been
Around a guy.
You know what I mean?
No, I hear you.
You know, like the FBI
So
saying,
they're using the
guy.
extreme precaution here. I hear you.
We'll get to your Eagles
But,
point, brother.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about the Phillies and who's going to lead off. What do you guys think about Kingery leading off?
I like Scotty.
I don't have a problem with it. You know, I think
I feel like he had a great year last year, and I think he's only going to get better. And I feel like this year could be like, I'm not going to compare him to anybody, but I feel like he kind of held us together last year when we sucked.
No, you're right. When we were struggling, he was the one that was playing the best.
Yeah, he was the only one holding his weight. Well, not the only one, but one of the only guys.
well, he put on weight too. So I mean, he's coming in. He's coming into camp ready to go.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it.
And also,
Especially early on too, Matt. I mean, if you wanted to try him out for the first 3 weeks while there's no McCutchen, I'd be all for that.
Yeah, I have no problem with it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, McCutchen's experienced. Like, he's been leading on for years, but majority of his career. So I have no problem plugging somebody in, but I don't want guys like Roman Quinn beating off. I'm good on Roman Quinn. I've seen enough of Roman Quinn. I don't even want to see him on the field, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm right with
That's
you
my
there.
opinion.
You don't want to see Mike Schmidt up with the big club this year, or
Alec Baumschmidt.
yeah, no, I'm good. I've seen Roman Quinn's act. I like Roman Quinn, but death taxes and Roman Quinn getting hurt.
I think he's
just guarantees.
I think Roman Quinn's he's a guy that you use off the bench for speed, and a guy that maybe is a defensive replacement late in the game, and maybe starts one game a week or something. That's how I would use Roman Quinn.
He can float around the outfield, and he can, I don't mind if he pinch hits every once in a while. I definitely love him as a pinch runner.
Yes,
but,
agreed.
You might not even use a pinch runner every game. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, like, to me, like, if I had my choice, they would never do this. But the way, like, Moniak came into camp, right, and the way he's hit, like, a little bit, I'll be like, you know what? I would start him in left field till Kutch got right. You know what I mean? Or start him in center and put Hazley in left. Like, I would just give it to these guys. Like, you come into camp looking like an adult now, and you're hitting like an adult, go ahead and take it. Go ahead and take it. They're not going to do it.
See how he plays for the first couple weeks?
Yeah, that's how I would do it. I mean, you drafted a guy number 1 overall.
Yeah, they're probably going to play Bruce, but I hear you.
But, yeah, they're not going to do it, but that's how I would operate.
No, I like it.
I want to see what he's got. But if they are going to –
We could, obviously. I mean, that's factual. But age also comes into play a little bit for me, too. A tiny bit for me.
He's 31. He's not that old. If you
Yeah,
compare him
true.
to Jason Peters, he's still got 5 years left.
True. It just feels like Trent's been around forever. But, yeah, I mean, he's only 31. Yeah, I have no problem. That's a great name. I mean, it's a great name.
I mean, the dude's made the Pro Bowl pretty much almost every year he's been in the league. So,
yeah, when healthy, he's a dominant player. When
Yeah,
healthy, he's a dominant player.
I just don't think they trade Dillard. But if they do, then they better have a plan B. That's all that is.
You got to make sure you get a left tackle back, and I can't think of another left tackle that's available right now better than Trent Williams.
No, there isn't. Because if you look at the left tackle market, obviously, like every year in free agency, nobody's there. Nobody's there.
I mean, it's a coveted position, so if they're there, they're not there long either. So yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
And Matt, that's
Apparently
a good
they're
name though,
looking for a
Matt.
first-round
That's a
pick,
very good name.
Instead of they want a first round pick, they're probably not going to get a first round pick for a guy going into his last year of his deal. But,
no.
And he's also looking for like $12 million a year, $12 or $13 million a year on a new contract, which he's worth it. Let's be honest here. That's the going rate for a top flight left tackle.
Yeah, I like
they don't
Trent.
just fall off trees. But if you're going to trade Dillard, you got to get a left tackle back. And I can't, if they want a first, why not just trade Dillard straight up for him and maybe throw in like a 4th round pick and call it a day?
Yeah, I'm not against that. Listen, to me, your left tackle is paramount because he protects your franchise quarterback's backside. So he's got to be good.
Well, why not? If I'm trading Dillard, period, it's to get rid of Alshon's contract. So, like, that's the only time. That's the only way Dillard's in a deal for me. And that's just to be able to open up other things. So I could go hypothetically sign Byron Jones and Amari Cooper if I wanted to. You know what I mean? That's what I have to be. That's what I have to be able to do then if I'm even considering trading a guy I just traded up for in the draft not even a year ago. So I better, that's my thought. That's just my thought on it.
I don't know if you guys remember, but last year at the trade deadline when they made Trent Williams available for a trade, they put the feelers out there at the trade deadline, and the word was that they wanted a wide receiver in return. So, hey, you never know. Maybe they take Alshon from us. Maybe that's actually good for them and good for us at the same time.
Yeah, we'd probably have to spice up the deal with maybe, like you said, somebody else to spicing up the Alshon. But, yeah, we'd love to get Alshon off the books. That'd be great.
Yeah, and if I'm watching, I'm looking like, okay, well, I got a left tackle for the next 10 years here. Or, whatever, in terms of Andre Dillard. Because I think he can be, a Pro Bowl caliber left tackle in this league as time goes on.
Well, we drafted him to be.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. We drafted him to be. So I love it, man. It's a great outside the boxer right there, though. It's a great name in Trent Williams.
All right, guys. You guys are doing good today, man. Keep it up.
Thanks, brother.
Watch now.
Thanks, Matt.
Appreciate
the call, brother.
Later, brother. So that's Matt Spills calling in and some great questions, and I really like the last one too. I thought the last one was a good one. He didn't think I was going to like that one. I'm not really up for trading Dillard, but then Trent Williams entices me.
Yeah, he's a very good player.
That really entices me to do something like that. But I still don't think Dillard goes anywhere. Because listen, we're talking about Howie Roseman, man. Howie Roseman don't never admit he made a mistake.
I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised if JP comes back. I really wouldn't. And if it's a team-friendly deal, like I said yesterday, offensive line depth is key. So I'll be fine with bringing Peters back on a team-friendly deal. I'm not going to pay him a shit ton of money. But if he wants to come back team-friendly, then yeah, I'm with it.
You're right. All right, let's take a quick break here. We'll come back on the other side, or we can or we just call it a day. I thought we had a great show here.
Yeah, we can call it a day.
We had a great show. Had what, five callers?
Good, quick 5 spot, yeah.
Quick 5 spot.
We're also, by the way, moving forward, I know we only took calls today, but moving forward, we're looking for someone to come join us, too. If anyone wants to come join.
Come join.
Come join.
We love to have you. 2 seats always open for you. Come soak it in with us. Come yell and scream with us. We appreciate all the fan that called in today, commented in today. It's a great start to what we expect to be a great show moving forward.
Yeah, we're going to really enjoy it.
I want to thank Ambuck Services. 10% off. Tell them HUD sent you. That's AMBUCK services.com. 10% off. HUD Radio sent you. Gutter guards, gutters, everything outside your house you need done. They got it handled for you. And our doc, make them yours. Paul Vidal, Specialized Physical Therapy, Burlington, Cherry Hill, Princeton locations. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. Family out there, we love you. Thanks for calling in. Thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. You got the weekly roundup tomorrow, and I don't think we got a producer Sunday, so we might not be doing one Sunday night. So we'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. We got a lot to talk about here. Peace.